MS MRI biomarkers and your long-term disability ERISA claim. In my first video, I explained that there are two biomarkers that can be seen on an MRI that are indicative of whether or not you're going to ultimately go on to develop disability. And there's a particular study that I cited that indicates that these biomarkers are pretty predictive of disability over the course of a 10-year period of time. Why is that important? Well, reason number two. The disease is a progressive disease, and it's important as you try to continue to work that your medical records are documenting your medical symptoms and, more importantly, from my perspective, how those symptoms impact your ability to function. What impact are your symptoms having on your physical ability to perform your occupational duties, on your cognitive abilities to perform your occupation, and even from a psychological standpoint? We want to make sure that your medical records are objectively documenting the progression of the disease, and certainly the MRIs are predictive of that, but that your medical records are also showing the progression of your symptoms and how those symptoms are impacting your ability to work. Why is that important? For two reasons. One is many people who have MS want to continue to work as long as they can, and I obviously get that. But if you are beginning to have problems with your employer and you suspect that you're going to be terminated, or your employer is having layoffs, or your employer has been sold to another company, you need to start thinking about what impact it would have to apply for your disability benefits now. Why? Because if you are working and you are working while disabled and not losing enough earnings, you might not be eligible for disability benefits if you get terminated and then after the fact have to file a claim for your disability benefits. The other reason is once you're terminated, your ERISA disability benefits are over, and it's hard to claim that you were disabled before you were fired when you were working full-time. So as your disease progresses, if you're having problems doing your work, if you're getting bad vibes from your supervisor, bad vibes from your employer, you know a layoff or a sale is coming up soon, it's time for you to consult with an experienced MS ERISA disability attorney such as myself. We can help you make the decision to either reduce your hours, and generally no more than 30 to 30 hours, or to apply for your disability benefits, or to try to improve, if you will, the documentation in your medical records so that those records accurately tell the story of your dysfunction. It's all about timing. And the fact that the MRI is showing that you are going to unfortunately develop a long-term disability situation within 10 years does give you some time for planning and documentation of your records. But as I said, there are some circumstances that will cause us to say, we need to stop work, apply for your benefits with the support of your physician and the records that will support that claim. If you have any questions about applying for your disability benefits as a result of MS, give me a call at 727-894-3188. And in the last part of the series, I'm going to give you some more tips about the impact of that MRI on your ERISA disability claim.